All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. Today we're going to play episode 2 of this beautiful game called Two Falls. We finished episode 1 in the previous stream. I'll drop the link for you. Let's see what episode 2 holds for us. All right, so we are still we are following two characters. One is a settler.
Good. These are definitely his tracks.
A French
Seems
girl.
he headed for the bay.
The other one is this guy,
I'll be
Maikon,
back soon, great-grandfather.
who is an indigenous Canadian. So this game takes place in the 17th century when the French landed on the shores of Canada, and it seems to follow the two stories between these two characters. All right, if you watched
Too big to be a narwhal corpse.
If you watched
What
the
happened
previous stream, the game started off here when we were the other characters. So seems like the two just missed each other. Okay, obviously he's never seen a ship before. If he's
Looks like the
thinking
marks
that
our
this
hunters
is
had
a
when they drag caribou through snow. But
a
whoever
corpse.
did this is dragging something else.
So in episode 1, he finds the corpse of a wolf, and he's following the wolf's tracks now to find out what happened, because something seems off in this forest. I guess it could be a metaphor for, colonization and all the suffering to indigenous people that came because of
Another
that.
campfire. Still a few embers. The thief didn't leave long ago. Didn't leave alone either.
All right, so again, if you watched episode 1, this is where the girl and her new friend camped just the night before. So it seems like these two characters are gonna meet each other soon. I'm just trying to focus on this eye so I
These
can
tracks
click
aren't
it.
his. Too slender. Different kind of moccasins. A woman, maybe?
All right, let's look at this eye.
Too small to be a wolf. Maybe
Oh,
a
there's the
coyote.
little dog paws.
Why would one come this close to a fire? Maybe they had something to do with what got dragged off the beach.
Yeah, so the game starts off with a little dog. His name is Capitan, I believe. So he's quite cute. I've been freaking out over the dog a little bit. So this is an indie game published by Unreliable Narrators, and
Is that?
it got very good reviews on Steam, so I'm very excited to be playing this game today.
A white man's grave. Barely a day old. Did he dig it? If so, maybe I misjudged him? I mean, he did take the wolf's pelt, but... Fur traders. Just like the ones I found back home. Maybe they know something about the thief I'm after. There's a chance they're not all bad, and I could use the help. Excuse me! You there! I come in peace!
Oh my goodness!
They're trying to kill me! I have to.
Friend, you can come out. My partners will not shoot again.
He speaks Innu?
These men mistook you for a grave robber. If you come out and agree to speak with me, I'll convince them you mean no harm. You have my word.
I don't know. I don't trust these guys. Okay, I guess I didn't get a choice this time. So the game keeps giving you choices, and each
Thank
choice
you for your trust.
kind of influences
Now,
who the
Why don't
characters
we
become.
give this greeting another try?
I think if I had a choice there, I would not have trusted this guy, but okay. They didn't give us a choice.
Tout ce qui avait de valeur a déjà été pris.
All this for a white pelt? Quite the unbelievable journey, my gun.
Unbelievable? As in, you don't believe me?
I mean, your winter spirit sounds different from the one I've heard of. But I can't deny the cold. And I don't know many Innu who'd come this far just to lie. Still, your name means wolf, and you're after a wolf's pelt? Quite the coincidence. Come with me.
All right, let's follow him.
Let's see. If your poacher was heading west, he probably plans to sell the fur at Quebec.
He butchered that animal just to line his pockets?
Most likely. Frenchmen pay good money for white pelts like that. Once sold, getting it back will be impossible.
No! If even worse happens to the wolf's remains, the spirit will...
Breathe, my gun. His tracks were fresh. He can't be that far. Give us a moment to finish up and we'll set off together. All right?
Wait, you want me to come with you?
Of course. We're heading west too. And traveling as a group is always safer. What do you say?
I don't know. I still don't trust this guy.
I can't. I'm sorry.
A good idea,
I
Micah.
had a feeling you'd say that. Let's continue our talk in private. I won't try to change your mind. But there's something you should know about them. And it could save Innu lives.
Huh?
Je pars dire adieu à notre ami. Je reviens bientôt.
I took a little bit of French in high school. So I kind of understood what he just said, I think. So this game shows the very different beliefs of the two peoples. So the French have their very Christian beliefs. The other character is very religious. Then, of course, as you can see, this character has his indigenous beliefs. So I can see a sort of clash that's going to
So,
start happening soon.
What's this something I need to
Ideological
know?
clash, I believe.
Got your attention, eh? Let me ask you something. Why would you rather travel by yourself than be near their kind?
Those people, their actions make no sense. And that scares me.
Well, once you learn some French and get to know them a little,
I don't want to get to know them. What the poacher did to that wolf should never make sense. Not to anyone. And I'm afraid getting to know them could somehow make me think it does.
my name, Tehon Wastasta. It means he who stands tall. Always liked that name. Made me believe I could weather anything for my people's sake. But they just call me Tehon.
Do they have trouble pronouncing your full name?
That's part of the reason, probably. But see, the thing is, other Wendat call me Tehon too nowadays.
Your own... Why?
Because I preach my people's values while wearing a white man's skin. Some see that as a dangerous compromise.
Don't you work with these traders to help your people?
I do indeed, but things are a little more complicated than that. Us Wendat were once tens of thousands strong, thriving through alliances with other nations. We thought white men should be such allies to help us grow and fight back Haudenosaunee. But their greed caused plagues and famines, destroyed nations and families, brothers and sisters. The ones in black robes did even worse. That's why many Wendat loathe the fact that we still work with them. But we do it to survive.
I get it now. You're not submitting to them, you're adapting to them.
That's right. Guiding, translating, promoting commerce. It lets me keep avarice in check and fur trades fair, all while preserving Wendat values. Not a perfect solution, obviously, but it lets me stand tall for my people. And I'd rather struggle doing that than suffer doing nothing. It's easy to let fear get the better of us when it comes to them. But sometimes protecting our people means learning to understand, not learning to fight. Be sure to remember that once you find this poacher.
All right, so I can see that this game is presenting us with a more nuanced approach to the whole issue of colonialism and post-colonialism. And this is very difficult. Am I going to embrace his philosophy or question his ways? I guess I'll embrace his philosophy.
Learning to
Because
understand
this
can
is
save
kind of the
beginning.
reality.
Thank you, Dehon Wastasta. I did need to hear that.
My pleasure, friend. That
All right.
said, there is one exception.
Let's see what the exception is. Okay, so one thing that is slightly tricky about navigating this game is I need to to activate this little icon. I need to be in exactly the right place.
A necklace?
All right, so
The men
religion,
in
of
black
course,
robes I mentioned before. They all wear crosses
is
like
the one
these.
exception.
And I'm not sure they can be understood. Best keep away from anyone bearing that symbol.
But what if this belongs to the fur thief?
Then you'd best take it with you, in case it helps you find him. And you need to be very careful, my gun. The person you're pursuing may be more dangerous than you realize.
All right, so I'm starting to see this game is showing us the effects of ignorance. Jean thinks, obviously, that the indigenous people are scary and dangerous. The French girl, and that is her rosary, by the way. But then the Innu think that the settlers are very dangerous, and they're both kind of scared of each other. So it seems like we might
I
follow
learned two
Jean's
things from
story
traveling
now.
with Pierre.
Yes.
First, is that he wasn't exactly a good man. Second, is that it didn't take a good man to be a good teacher.
What's the holdup?
I
What
found
is the
supper.
holdup? Okay.
See? Chanterelle. If only we had butter, we could...
Those ain't chanterelles.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat
You
mushrooms
see
I
that glow?
find
That
in the
means they're
wild.
toxic. So don't eat them, unless you want to beg God to end the bloodiest runs of your life.
Ooh, how did you learn that?
Personal experience. Anyway, come on.
Yeah, I wonder
think
how
there's a
many
good place
people
to set up camp ahead.
had to eat mushrooms, wild mushrooms, in order to realize which ones are safe to eat and which ones aren't. How many people died for the sake of finding out what mushrooms human beings can eat? Alright, so there's my doggo. He's called Capitan. Look how cute he is. Hi. He's so cute. Let's see what he's seeing
Why are all
here.
these trees rotting?
Alright, so it is suggested that there is something off in the forest. Somehow nature has been disturbed and something unnatural is happening. In episode 1,
Yeah, this should do.
there was the frost,
What do you
and
think,
here
boy?
she can see
You
the
like this
trees are
spot?
rotting.
Yeah, of course you do.
I know. So cute. Alright, let's see.
What a day. How much longer till Quebec?
At this rate, 2 more weeks, maybe a month.
I pray to Christ himself and God our Father, who loved us. By your grace, give us eternal encouragement and good hope. Strengthen
Why do you
our...
keep doing that?
Excuse me?
You know how to read, don't you? So why is it you never open that Bible?
Ooh. This is a very difficult question. Beholding God's words would be sinful. Alright, let's go with that option.
Women aren't allowed to read this,
Okay, so
remember?
in the 17th
I
century,
know, but
women weren't allowed to read, I
look
forget.
around. Closest pair of prying eyes is miles away. What's the harm in taking a peek if no one knows you did it?
God would know, Pierre. And unlike you, I know he watches over me.
He might be watching, but he sure as hell ain't looking out for you.
What's that supposed to mean?
That you've been praying every day, and you ain't got squat to show for it. So
Oof.
you may as well skim a page or two, trying to get his attention.
Good point.
Anyway, enough dawdling. We ain't done the day yet. I'll hack us some firewood. You get us birch branches for kindling. Should be some over there.
Again? I'm sick of kindling duty. Can't I chop firewood tonight?
No way in hell.
Okay, so she doesn't want to read the
I
Bible,
ain't
but
never
she wants to
letting you
chop
near my
wood.
axe after what happened last time.
I told you, my hand slipped.
Yeah. And my big toe damn near slipped off my foot. Just get the damn birch, Shan. Sooner you're done, sooner we eat.
Fine.
Okay, so we can see many ideologies fighting with each other here.
Can't believe the way Pierre treats me sometimes. And what's with him trying to make me read the Bible? Sure, it's tempting, but...
I don't know what Christianity was like in the 17th century, but it seems like it was quite strict. And as we know, a lot of how can I say this nicely?
My feet are killing
Problems
me. I need a break.
problems took place, you know, because of religion and especially
Might as well finish my prayer.
Christianity. I think this game explores these aspects quite well. They seem to do it in
I
a very
pray
subtle and
to
nuanced
Christ
way.
himself and God, our Father who loved us. By your grace, give us... It really is quiet out here. Maybe I can take one look. Just to make sure he hears me.
I'm gonna read the Bible. I knew women weren't allowed to read. I didn't know they weren't allowed to read the Bible back then.
Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. This is a sign. He really is watching over me. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. We better hurry. He'll throw a fit if he finishes before we do.
Alright, that wasn't so bad now, was it? What is it, boy? This dog is so cute. I want one. Okay, this forest is getting slightly creepy and it looks really cold. But let's keep walking. I couldn't imagine how the people handled the cold 400 years
What
ago.
are these?
I heard
Almost
Canada
looks
gets
like deer
very
tracks.
cold.
But do deer get this big? Not sure I want to find out.
Yeah, that's one big deer. Oh, it's a moose. Okay. So let me just show you the codex. I think this is really lovely. It's got these character sketches and things. And it gives you historical facts too. Okay, so it seems like Pierre is a slightly mysterious character at this stage. There aren't historical facts for him. But if we go to Jean, and I love this drawing of her, you can see some historical facts there too. So it gives us literally the historical context of the story, but the story is obviously fictional. So I really love that. All right, so again, historical facts. This is for Quebec. Yeah, if you're into history, then I think this game is really good for you. I'm actually not very familiar with this history at all. It's not something we learned in school, sadly. But yeah, so here's historical facts about the Innu people, all of these. So these are ones I haven't looked at yet, but yeah, you get the idea. All right, there seems to be a history tab too here. Honoring animals. All right, let's look at this. Okay. Muskets. All right, historical facts about the muskets. Yeah, so really cool. You can definitely see they did their research for this game. It's not like pulled out of the air, you know? So I'm sure you've noticed by now, this game is more contemplative, the pace is slightly slower. But that's absolutely wonderful. I feel like a game doesn't have to be super intense all the time. This game is also more narrative driven. You'll see I don't do much with the controls. I basically walk and click on things in the environment. So it's definitely more focused on the story
I'll
and
just yell if I show up empty-handed.
the nuances of the two characters and their
I'll
stories.
just yell if I show up empty-handed.
All right, okay. So I guess I shouldn't be going that way. I need to pick up sticks. Where can I get them?
At
Let's
least he
see.
wasn't wrong about the birch.
All right, do I have to do something?
Eventually.
These should do the trick.
All right, so I've been walking around in the forest for a while, and I finally found the birch bark here.
Hey, you done yet?
Almost! Come on, boy. Let's head back before he...
Done? Done, you okay?
I'm fine! I just... I'll have to look for another way back!
Make it quick. Don't like the looks of this.
Oh my goodness. I'll just follow the dog. He seems to know where he's going.
It's so cold all of a sudden. Hey! Wait up!
So the cold seems to be a recurring theme in the game.
Boy?
The game is paced quite
Can
well.
you hear me?
So there are times like this where it's a bit intense and other times where it's very slow and steady, and there are long conversations.
What
So
in the world?
I do feel like it keeps me engaged. So to play this game from beginning to end, if you're not getting lost in the forest like me, it should take you
Is that
about 4.5 to 5 hours.
Pierre! Pierre!
Whee!
Christ, there you are.
The hell happened out there?
I don't know. All of a sudden there was this mist and...
Shit, you didn't follow me.
Follow? What do you mean?
You need to run. Fast and far as you can. Hide somewhere and wait. I'll find
But
you.
what about...
There's no time. Either jump or I push you.
Oh, mysterious. All right, let's go.
Hey! Wait for me! Capitaine! Lord, I beg of you, you can't let me die. Oh no!
Ouch. Ow, ow, ow. All right. What an end to part 3. What an end to episode 2. Wow. Okay, so we will end here today. I kind of want to play more because that was quite intense, but we'll finish here. I'll post episode 3 hopefully very soon following this one. So thank you for watching and watch the space for the next episode of this really beautiful game called Two Falls. It's starting to get quite interesting, so I can't wait to see what episode 3 holds.